Good evening, everyone. As you can see, I'm all sparkled up as we're off to a Christmas party. Yes, a Christmas party in September because we're going to a blogging festival tomorrow. So we're going to the Blog on Paladone Christmas party at Hotel Football in Manchester. So I've managed to see Old Trafford today. Come on, Man United. But actually now I just thought I'd grab my stepdad who's coming to the party with me because he's also a blogging blogger. So I thought I'd ask him before we went to the party a bit more about being a step parent. Now Lee has been my stepdad since I was 10, so that's 19 years.
How old are you?
29. But I've never actually asked him what it's like being a step parent. Now Lee is a massive part of my life. I have my biological dad, his husband, my other stepdad Mark, and Lee. And Lee has really helped me over the years, being my taxi driver, my partner in crime, and he's even into vlogging now. But yeah, so what do you find, what are the best things about being a step parent?
What are the best things? That's a really good question. Well, you get the joys of having more youth in your life. And you certainly, you've always had this amazing smile. You've had an enthusiasm which is infectious. You always looked after others. You collected the waifs and strays around and about, and it's
the scallies,
and the scallies, and no, you've been lovely, and so it's been a delight really. And I can't really think of many times that we've even had an argument over the 19 years.
No.
That might be because I know that I'm always going to be wrong. If I put my foot down, it's never going to be done. No. No, but there is a thing. So it's a delight having you, and we've got this lovely relationship. We go off, we do things. We've got grandchildren. I've got grandchildren now, and what have you. So it's a delight, and it's wonderful. And so there are so many things where my stepchildren, because Sophie's got a sister, now lives in New York. We had a wonderful time. There's ups and downs as every family has. And it's never been a smooth road, you know, it's not the perfect relationship that you might think of, but it's been lovely, because I've got boys of my own, so you've got step brothers.
Yeah.
And how has that been for you with step brothers?
It's been great, yeah. It keeps it lively, or unlively as my youngest stepbrother's got older. He just sleeps in bed. But also with Oscar, my older stepbrother, you might have seen some videos about him because he's into running, so he's done lots of park runs and whatnot. So yeah, it's lovely because I love all my siblings. So I've got my older sister and then my two stepbrothers, and I just see us all as one big family. But let's be honest, what are the main challenges?
Oh, the main challenges. Girls going into, say, their early teenagers, they've got all sorts of stresses and strains and demands from the media, from how they look, who they socialise with, their exams and all of that. It's a really stressful time. And just being there to try and catch you, to look after you and guide you through it whilst you're going through all of that. When you're 14 years old, but you want to do what the 20-year-olds are doing.
Yeah.
That is
to my exams.
This is a dangerous time, and I'm sure many parents know this. You know, when the children, you've got to let them find their own way. But you know, when they're 13, 14, 15 years old, wanting to go to the nightclubs and socialising with everyone that goes to nightclubs and everyone drinking, and they're innocent at this age, believing that they can fit in and believing that they are actually the same age as the others. You know, they do, don't you?
Yeah.
You do. And so and in that case, you know, I would happily be there, and I would go to the nightclub to pick you up every time.
Yeah.
To make sure that you got
Yeah.
home.
With my cheesy chips.
She's your chick.
and drunken friends dressed
your-
in school uniform.
With your outfits that were not much bigger than belts, and of course with the following of guys, and I just had to be there for you. And and I think that's one of the things is that I'm always there for you. Call me if you need me. I'll come. I'll get you. Not at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, but even if it's at 3 o'clock in the morning, whatever time it is, I'm there just to make sure you're safe. That's the sort of thing, and that's my job, isn't it?
And now I really, really do appreciate it. Although sometimes at the time when you did like wait, Lee doesn't just wait in the car, you know, like secretly around the corner when you've got loads of nice guys and your friends around you.
You call them nice.
Lee
I call them sleazy older men trying to pick up this 15-year-old.
Lee decides to stand out of the car or pop his head round.
How are you doing, honey?
I'm here. But now I see it. Now I've got my own girls. I will be that mum going into the nightclub, going,
Coming
"Hiya."
home. You're coming home.
I probably won't be saying you're coming home. I'll just want to party with them, I think.
Yeah.
And probably more embarrassing that way. But yeah, so it's not always been easy, especially as I'm aware that I've been very poorly over the years.
There's been
But,
challenges, yes,
yeah.
and that's what happens in life in general. You know, you show me a perfect family. You know, there's none of us that haven't been afflicted by something, and it's just that some manage to hide it better than others.
But I do think it's more like thanks to you, because a lot of people, I think as a step parent, you can kind of, a lot like, or in-laws or whatnot, you can decide what your relationship is in a way. Like you didn't have to be there. I know it doesn't feel like that to us because you're as much as my family as any blood relative, but you don't have to be there. So if anything, it's kind of more gratitude to you that you were always there.
Yeah, always. I never really distinguished between blood and not blood.
Yeah.
You know, if you were my daughter, my stepdaughter, there is no real difference. And yeah, and I felt my role is to have as easy a passage, because as with most children who go through families that will break up, where parents split up, and sometimes that's an easy and amicable split, and sometimes it isn't. And I felt my job was to make that passage as easy as possible, to as least conflict in those situations, because it's very stressful. And yeah, and so I think that's really what I did. So I haven't been a huge authoritarian, stamping my foot and shouting. With two teenage girls, they wouldn't have had it anyway. So they are the boss. I know that they are the boss.
Yeah. Well, thank you anyway, Lee, because literally this summer he has saved my life by just being there, coming over, crossing the motorway to come and see me, even when I'm poorly and I don't want to see anyone. It's just knowing that you're there. So
well, thank you, Sophie. No, you're a delight to be with. Always there for you, as you are for me. She does a lot for me as well. Like, can I give you a lift? No.
That's why I don't drive, so I don't have to give anyone a lift.
Okay, let's go and party.
Yeah, we're going to go party now. Okay, have a good Saturday night, everyone.
Bye-bye.
Whatever you're doing. See you later.